experimenting with artillery today. These are not, what's the word, endorsed or sanctioned of any kind at all. But I play the online game, and there are parts that are supposed to be introduced that aren't scheduled to be introduced. So I played with some maths and figured some stuff out. I have it's essentially the Panzer IV short artillery piece. It is an SPG. We gave it 6 firepower with the high explosive tag, so it only deals crits. It has 1 survivability, 1 maneuverability, and 4 initiative. And it comes in at 32 points. I gave it an enhanced gunlaying drive for a +2 initiative in the shooting phase, making it a 6. I gave it improved ventilation so I can re-roll bailed out or radio damaged. And then I also gave it the German, I'm going to call him a special character, or he's a unique radio operator. He has situational awareness, which grants +2 initiative for both shooting and for movement. So he's going to move at a 6 and shoot at a 6 unless he behaves with his movement, which he always will because he only has a movement of 1. So he's going to move at a 6 and shoot at an 8 all game. That is the experiment for today. I'm also bringing a Sturmgeschütz. If I can get the card off the table, this will go better. So I've got my Sturmgeschütz. He's got an enhanced gunlaying drive for a +2 initiative. He has Call for Vengeance as a radio operator so that he can spot for the artillery piece. I forgot to say that we are implementing a special rule called spotter fire. So as long as the artillery piece has somebody else that's active on the table with a radio, or the artillery piece has an active radio operator or an improved radio, then he can shoot indirectly at things, but it is going to grant them cover. And then I also have the 100 octane gasoline. This is just the card stand-in because the Lend-Lease oil does the same thing. So this can bump the moving initiative to 7. And the shooting initiative can also be bumped to 7, but the shooting initiative bumps to 7 if I move 1 or stationary. And then this is only once per game because it's a consumable. All right. Now we have my Panzer IV. And he has 6th Sense, so at the beginning of the shooting phase, he's going to roll a die, and if he rolls a hit or a crit, then he gets to make a free move, which does not increase his movement tokens. And I gave him the Derp gun, which is the 10.5 centimeter gun. It adds 2 to his firepower, but he's only going to be able to deal crits. Because you have to discard all hits before assessing damage. So we're going to see how that plays out. And then we're kind of cheating by playing the Tiger because the Tiger isn't supposed to be released until Wave 5, but they gave it to us in the rulebook. So I literally just snapped that out of my PDF rulebook. He starts off at 65 points. I gave him a Jack of all trades, which allows me to either give him +2 in the shooting phase, or I flip it over and it's +2 in the movement phase. And I have to decide this at the start of each turn. That is a 4-point upgrade. I gave him the other German unique person who is a loader who has safe stowage. It's a +1 in the shooting phase, and I can discard him to ignore an ammo damaged critical card. And I get repair for free, so I can attempt to repair 2 things per turn instead of 1. And I also gave him the 100 octane gasoline because sometimes I need to move at initiative 8, which if I use the Jack of all trades, that'll bring me to a 6, and then if I use the 100 octane gasoline, that will bring me to 8 for a turn. So those are my forces. Caleb, what are you bringing to the table today?
All right.
Start with your experimental stuff.
My experimental stuff, sweet. I'm bringing a priest.
You grab the card and put it up here.
Oh, yeah.
Just on the table.
No.
So we grabbed similar stat lines for things. It's an artillery piece, so we gave it the big gun, or excuse me, the high explosive rule. So he's going to throw 6 dice, just like the Panzer IV short is going to. One of the differences is the priest has no survivability because he's not really a tank. Where this guy was a Panzer IV, and they gave him an artillery gun. But the priest has 2 mobility and 3 initiative.
On that
What
priest,
upgrades did you bring for your priest today?
I have the Call for Vengeance radio operator. So if he dies, everybody gets a +1 initiative until the very next turn.
But that's also going to enable him to shoot indirectly with our spotter fire rule.
He is eagle-eyed, so he can throw 1 less die to potentially turn a hit to a crit.
Okay.
And I brought the CO2 tank because I don't want any lucky hits.
Did you bring CO2 on everybody again?
Yes, it's
Okay.
1 point.
All right, fair enough.
Okay.
Now we have the Steward, which is also not scheduled to become part of the game. So we'll see how this works out. He's got firepower 4, which seems to be standard for all the tanks that have been released so far. Some of them, the Tiger has 5, the SU-100 has 6, everything else has a stock gun of 4, and then you can take upgrades to make them better. But we also gave the Stewart arrow shot, because then he functions very similarly to the Valentine, and I didn't want to figure out the math for a 3 firepower gun, because I don't know what that would be. However, the M3 Lee has an upgrade card that you can take to give it to be able to use the turret, which is the same caliber gun that the Stewart runs normally. The Stewart is a light tank. He's got 0 survivability because his armor is thin compared to everything else that actually has 1. His maneuverability is 3 because he's a fast tank, and his initiative is 8 because he shoots quickly. He's also got 4 hull because I also didn't want to figure out what the math was for 3 hull. Because at this point we've figured out that everything is linear except firepower. But I also wanted the tank to be somewhere in the ballpark of the other tanks, and at 35 points, that's where he sits. What did you bring upgrade cards for this Stewart?
A CO2 tank.
Just a CO2 tank.
He's moving at an 8, shooting at
So
an
I
8.
can't lucky hit the Stewart.
No.
Fair enough. I'm going to leave these up here. You guys can continue to look at them if you want to. We've got the M3 Lee. Go ahead. Sorry, I'll quit talking.
Oh, no worries. On the Lee, I gave him the 37mm gun, which allows me to throw 1 less die so that I can use the turret instead of the whole gun, which means I can actually shoot every turn if I use that.
But that upgrade does not require you to use the turret. It just allows you to, correct?
Correct, yes. He has Snapshot, which is +2 to his shooting, and a CO2 tank.
Okay. Just as a point of clarification, the turret does not allow the M3 Lee to shoot twice in a turn. It gives you a choice between main gun or turret. So that's the Lee.
Yep. And then I have 2 Shermans.
Okay. Are they identically?
No.
Okay.
So the numbered Sherman here, he is number 21. He has the one of the American people, Michael Hanneman. He is a driver, So that's going to give me +2 in the movement phase, and then when defending, I can modify a hit to a crit. He also has Snapshot, which is +2 to his shooting, so he's now moving and shooting at an 8. And then he has a CO2 tank, because I don't want to get lucky hit. The other Sherman has Snapshot, so he's +2 to shooting, a CO2 tank, and an improved gun, which adds another +2 to shooting, so I am at 6 to move and a 9 to shoot. So those are my tanks.
Okay. You guys will also notice that we have what's the word? Words are hard right now, and I don't know why. But we have 3D terrain out here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tanks for your initiative stuff. We have 3D terrain out here so that we can play with what looks like or what could potentially be scaled terrain instead of just playing with the cardboard. The cardboard works really, really well for being able to see all the things on the table, but we're going for a what's the word? A component of somewhat realism with the 3D terrain, even though my buildings are just foam blocks. So we are each going to pick 4 choices, or we each have 3 choices. We're each going to pick 1 of the forests and then 2 buildings, and we're also going to get a pair of walls. Depending on which building we choose, we'll determine whether we get to place an extra section of wall or not. But let's roll off so that we can. I have 2 hits. You have 2 hits. Let's reroll. I have 3 blanks. My blank streak has started, so you choose your first. Okay, I'm gonna pick. Yeah, I'm gonna pick this one. So these 2 are gonna get discarded. They're gonna sit off camera, potentially off camera. Yes. All right, so you're gonna pick that one, which comes with a wall. I'm gonna pick this one, which doesn't come with a wall. He's gonna get the Millennium Falcon, because we can.
Star Wars.
And I'm gonna grab this one, which comes with an extra wall. So then I get 2 walls, and you get 2 walls. All right. This Sharpie square is where all of our terrain has to go. All right, Caleb, you place the first piece of terrain.
Okay.
Now, I will remind our viewers that at this point we don't know which game mode we are playing in. Let's see. I'm going to put that in the middle. And we have to place the forest or hills first, and then we get to place buildings. That doesn't go there yet.
But it's a wall attached to the building.
No, that wall doesn't have to be attached to the building. You can put it with the building later, but it doesn't have to be. Okay. The buildings do have to be separated by... So maybe the pieces of terrain do have to have an arrow between them. That is satisfied there. That'll work.
I just don't want to reach across it.
Yep. Yeah, you're good. No worries. And then this is gonna sit like so. You place your first wall. Alright. Walls have to be placed touching another wall or touching a building.
I see. Fine, I'm gonna finish it for you.
Okay. Okay. And the walls could technically be fences or something else, but the walls are destructible terrain. And then they, whenever something or someone shoots through them or drives through them, they no longer exist.
So now we roll for game mode.
Yep.
And then we roll for initiative and on picking sides.
Okay. For attacker or defender.
It's a 6 if it's captured.
That is capture the base. We need a red and a green base flag, please.
You're the Germans, you get red, you're bad guys.
That's fine. It's a bad guess. This gets placed now?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So now we roll for initiative and side. No.
Mm-hmm.
We've picked our sides.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna roll
Correct.
for.
These don't we roll for side
You're right.
and then we place the
I'm happy with this side.
okay. That's fine with me.
Are you
too.
happy with that side?
Yes.
Okay. So regardless of who wins the. I have a hit. I have a hit. I have initiative. I mean advantage. Yay!
Game
This
is
might be important.
over.
Okay, I'm gonna fix my initiative tracks. Actually, I can do that because we got to do printed initiative right now. So my lowest printed initiative is 4.
Alright, I'm placed. My 3.
I assume he's behind the building.
Yes.
Okay.
And then my 4.
Okay. My first 4. My second 4. Do you have any 5s?
Nope.
You don't have 5s. Okay. I have 2 5s. My 5s have been placed.
No, I place everything else.
Now you place everything else. I'm going to figure out my initiative. So the 10s die is the movement initiative.
Okay. Did you have any recon?
I do not have recon. Do you?
No. So my 3 has to go, I know that much. He's gone.
Okay.
So,
I'm still figuring out my initiative counts.
okay. You tell me you didn't do that before the game started.
I should have.
I wrote it all down.
I should have. So he's going to be doing probably a 7 the whole game. Potentially not the first turn of the game, but we'll see. And then my artillery piece. He's at a 6 for movement. And a 6, potentially 8 for shooting. Actually, he will be an 8 the whole time to shoot because he can either be stationary or movement 1 because he only has movement 1. Alright. So my lowest movement initiative is 4.
Alright, so I have 1 4 that needs to go.
Unless I do Jack of all trades, which moves him to a 6, and I'm going to do that for the first turn. So he's a 6 right now.
Okay, well. My 4. Yes, I can't just move him like I wanted to. There we go. 2.
am going to try and speed up the video through the movement phase. So from this point on, I'm going to try not to talk during the movement phase. All right, my highest shooting initiative is an 8.
I have a 9.
Okay, who's shooting at 9?
This guy back here.
The Sherman. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So he's got good. He's got bad movement but good shooting, and he's got good shooting and bad movement,
And
other way around.
both. He's an 8.
Oh, he's an
8.
He's just an 8 all around.
Yeah.
So then your Sherman is a 6-9.
6-9.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that is as long as I counted up everything right on him.
Okay.
Improved gun snapshot, yep. Handman was +2 to movement. Snapshot, yeah. Yep, I've counted it all right. He's gonna shoot the Panzer.
Okay.
Through the wall.
Yep. The wall is the last thing that gets to come into play.
Medium tank reroll.
And it has begun. Okay. I have 4 for movement, 1 for armor, 1 for cover. So I'm going to throw 6 dice. And then the wall is going to eat something if I don't fail to block these 2 hits.
I see.
I have 5 successes.
Well,
So for those of you at home that haven't figured out that or maybe you have figured out and just forgotten, 1, 2, and 3 are blanks, 4, 5s are hits, and then 6s are criticals. You could easily do it 1, 2, 3 are success and 4, 5, 6 is fail, but we started playing the Tanks to Skirmish game, and that's the rules that they use, so we just stuck with it to make life easy. That was your 9?
Yep. So
Do you have any 8s?
Yes.
Yes, that wall is gone.
I have 2 8s.
Okay.
Are they shooting before you?
I have advantage this turn, so no.
Okay. Who's your 8? Your Panzer?
No, my artillery is actually my 8.
Oh, okay.
My Stug is a 7, and then the tanks are 5s today.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm gonna have. So my Stug can call for him, but I've got a radio operator on him, so I can actually have him shoot at anything except that tank because I can't draw a line of sight to that tank.
And my priest.
Correct, and your priest. So I think I'm going to try to tag that one.
Okay, with the priest. So you're 1, I'm a 2 in armor, and I have cover, right?
You have cover because I can't see you.
So 5.
I'm throwing 6 dice. I don't have any rerolls or anything. I could have put a vertical stabilizer on him for 4 points, but I chose the nice radio operator. Okay, I have 2 hits and a crit.
So a crit.
You have to roll.
Oh, that's right.
So your 2 hits block my 2 hits, and you take a crit. I can only deal damage with the crits,
Gotcha.
but you still have to block the hits before
Gotcha.
you block crits if you don't roll crits.
So I only needed a crit.
You needed a single crit to come up.
Alright.
So a Spall Liner or Preventative
Lucky hit.
Maintenance.
No, it doesn't. That's why I use it, folks.
Yep. Don't
That's-
shove that back in the middle. Take it out
That's
for now.
right. I mean, I doubt we're gonna get 30 more critical
Well,
hits, but
We're gonna
yeah.
cycle it back in there,
Yeah.
but you got to
that was
remove
21.
Yes. Okay, that was my 8. He has fired.
Okay. So
I have a 7 is next.
I have 2 8s.
You have 2 8s.
Yes.
So the guy I just shot.
These both. So just him.
Okay. The Stewart doesn't have line of sight to my tiger?
It's possible.
I mean, you're going to shoot through a wall, and I'll have cover.
I do.
You can shoot there if you want to. It'll destroy a wall.
I cannot see your stug, so I
Nope.
can't see the tiger. I will do that because that will free up that wall to shoot at that
Unlike-
stug.
Throwing dice is better than not throwing dice.
So he's throwing 4 at a tiger. The Stewart.
Yep. And he has arrow shot, so that crit he rolled goes to a hit. Alright. I've got 5 from movement, 2 from armor,
Here it's
1 from cover, and it caps at 6. So I'm going to roll 6 dice. I'm a heavy tank, so I'm going to get a defensive reroll. Which
need it.
I apparently need because I rolled a bucket of fails. There we go.
Dang it.
So I have 2 successes. Actually, the wall would have taken that for me.
Oh, that's fair.
All right.
Let's just destroy that last wall, basically. Sherman is going to shoot the stug.
Okay, through a wall.
Yep.
Add a tank destroyer. I've got 3 for movement, 2 for armor. I'm a tank destroyer behind cover. You got 4. I don't have rerolls for this tank. Hopefully I just used my craft roll. Nope!
You got 1.
I blocked 1.
Alright, you're going to block a hit. Yeah. So,
Yep,
2
I'm
crits
taking
and a hit.
2 crits. That's a damaged optics and a damaged radio
2 crits and a hit.
and a hit.
That is.
I take 1 point of damage. We didn't get the AOE tokens out.
I was just going to do that.
Okay.
Just toss them over
That's
there.
fine. I have 2 repairable criticals.
That sucks. I mean, if those were 2-point damage repairables, he'd be dead.
It would be.
And he wouldn't get to shoot.
Nope.
Because he's a 7.
He's a 7. He's going to shoot right now
Yep.
at your M3 Lee.
Yep.
Because I suppose I could fire at the other M4, but he's already
Maybe.
fired, so I'm going to...
Oh, yeah, you'd probably be able to see that one corner.
Yeah. So I'm going to shoot at the M3 Lee with 6 dice, which goes down to 4 because
3.
of damage optics. I brought the
3 for
derp.
movement.
No, I didn't bring the derp gun on the stug. I brought the
Cover.
high pin gun on the
5
stug, so I'm
for
only throwing
armor.
2 dice.
You're throwing 2 dice?
I'm throwing 2 dice, and I missed.
Sweet. I would have been rolling 5. All
That
right.
was my 7. I have 5 next.
You have 5s next,
Mm-hmm.
which is the tanks.
The tanks.
Okay, so I have 6 and a 3, so he's firing.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. He's gonna shoot at the stug.
Okay.
With 4 dice.
3 from movement, 2 from armor.
And he's a medium tank, yes?
He is. Cool.
That sucked.
2. I have 2
That sucked.
and 3 dead Terminators. That was him. Now I've got my 5s.
Yep.
Okay. Tiger's gonna shoot the M4. The
So
M3.
4, I'm at 6.
I throw 5. You've got 4 from movement, 1 from cover, 1 from armor.
Yep.
I should maybe roll over here. I have 2 hits. Nope, doesn't matter. Okay, the other tank shoots that one. I don't know if I actually...
I'm at 6. You
Yeah,
have...
because you've got cover.
Yeah. I made sure I had cover.
He has the derp gun. Oh, at the start of the shooting phase, he was supposed to do a thing. Oh, well.
I thought he has to hit.
I have to roll a hit or a crit to be able to do a free move, but...
I thought that was
I
after
didn't
he
do it.
shot.
No, it's a start of the shooting phase, roll a
Okay.
die.
Okay.
Then this tank may make a single move. I have 2 hits. Excuse me, 3 hits. I can't count.
Gonna do a medium tank reroll.
Yeah. Thank you. Oh. Hey, there's a crit.
I blocked with 5.
Yeah. He's got the high explosive gun, so he would have only actually dealt damage with the crit.
Ah.
So we'll see if this is any good or not.
Okay. So last thing to fire is my arty.
Mm-hmm.
I can shoot at almost everything, other
You
than
got-
maybe your arty.
You can't shoot mine.
I might.
Potentially. Actually, does he have a radio?
He doesn't need one.
Oh, 'cause you
my
gave it to
arty
the arty.
has it, but I can see him.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot at your arty, see if I can't take that out.
Alright.
I didn't move.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw 5 so I can upgrade 1 to a crit.
I have cover, my armor, my movement. Looks like I need to block 2. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Or I'll have a dead tank. We may have made artillery OP. Probably should add another die because you can't actually see anything and you're playing with radios. I have a block.
So you're taking a crit.
Yep. Lucky hit. There's half my tank.
Yeah.
Give me a damage thing.
2 points, right?
Yeah.
I'll give it to you. All right. So that's everybody to shoot. You didn't do any damage because he had the CO2 gas. He blocked. He blocked.
Does anybody else have a radio on your side?
Yeah. No. It was going to be this guy right here, but
Okay.
I traded it off for something else.
Gotcha. We probably should rule this to where we have coordinated radios as opposed to the artillery has a radio, or the artillery paid for a radio.
And this is an experimental game, so
It is.
we'll figure how to work that out exactly.
Yep.
I would almost say that the artillery should throw 5 dice instead of 6.
Well, it's also high explosive,
Which,
so it's the same as the derp guns.
yeah. So, everybody shot.
I have a damaged radio to try to fix, and I don't. So that damaged radio stays there.
Alright, now for initiative.
Yep.
2 crits.
1 crit. You take advantage.
Yeah.
I'm going to do Jack of all trades for shooting. So that goes back to a 4, and this goes to a 7.
Okay.
So, 6 cents. Hit or a crit, and I get a free move. I get a free move. I need an arrow. Right here. And it doesn't change my... Oop. Hi, light tank. $6 cents is a big deal, I think. I think it's a bigger deal than we give it credit for.
All right.
I have initiative 8.
I have a 9 and 8, so I
Okay.
have 3 tanks that shoot before you.
Yep.
All right, so he is going to shoot Tiger.
Okay.
He is my 9. Need to take these off the table.
You and those rerolls. Alright, I've got 3 for movement, 2 for armor. I'm gonna say you're probably shooting over that wall. Because it's way closer to you than it is to me. I've got 5 with a reroll. Because I'm a heavy tank. I have 3.
Alright. Yep, gotta shoot the stub with that Sherman.
You don't have to. You could shoot the tiger instead.
Waste of bullets. Waste of rounds, I should say.
Yeah.
Alright.
So 3 from movement, 2 from armor, cover. Medium tank.
3 hits.
Okay. 3.
Wall is gone.
Wall is gone.
That does make it easier for him to hit him. Alright.
Try not to curse. I try to do these videos so kids can watch them.
That's right. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Alright.
I put both my hands out there so I knew to edit. That part out.
Stuart is going to shoot the Panzer.
Panzer 4, because he's
Yeah.
the only valid target now.
Yep.
Okay. I've got 4 from movement, 1 from armor. I don't know if I have cover because of the building or not. I do have cover from the building. Or cover granted by the building. I have 3.
Alright. Those are my tanks that can shoot at the moment.
Okay, my initiative 8 is my artillery piece. He's gonna shoot the Sherman because I can. You've got 3 from movement, 1 from cover, 1 from armor.
5.
Arguably 1 more because it's IF. But we didn't do that before. Alright. 3. I don't have any rerolls. You might as well not even roll because I have to deal damage with crits. Like I said, you might.
I
not
got that
even,
out of my way.
Yeah. Kind of why I didn't want you to roll that, but that was my 8. Do you have 7s?
I have a 6 and a 3.
Okay, so my tiger shoots now. The tiger is going to shoot the Lee.
3 from movement.
Yep.
1 from armor, 1 from cover. I have 5.
Oh, and from the same coordinated things, I shouldn't have even been able to shoot him, which means I should have just shot there.
Does your artillery not have a radio guy?
The artillery does, but I think they should have a coordinated radio guy. Tiger is a 7. Tiger shoots Lee. He's got 3 from movement, 1 from armor, 1 from cover, so it's 5v5. I have no rerolls. 2 crits. 2 blocks. That was my 7. I have a 5 and a 0.
Okay, and so I have my 6, which is my assault dude. Oh, should we shoot the Stug since he hasn't gotten a shoot yet?
Probably.
We're gonna shoot the Stug. I'm pretty sure I'm shooting all the way through cover.
You are.
I don't know what happened to the laser.
The
Unless you
laser's
pick-
in the woods.
Yeah, that's why I don't.
I-
know. It's
I-
camouflage.
I put him there,
It's camouflage.
so that way you had to shoot through the woods.
All right. It's 4 dice.
3 for movement, 2 for armor. I'm in cover.
2 hits.
Apparently, I should roll over here. I have
20.
4, 3 of which are crits.
All right. You're 5.
My 5. I'm shooting the derp gun at the little tank.
3, 4. Do I have cover?
I don't know. Let's find out.
I'm doubting it.
Negative.
Like, I'll move the
I've
left
got
too
3
far forward.
corners.
Granted, you were able to move back, which
Yep.
did help a lot.
Very much. Medium tank reroll. Don't roll. I told you not to roll.
As I rolled it though.
All right. So far, I don't like these
Explosive rounds.
high explosive things because I have a 1 in 6 chance to do damage, which means I should roll 1 per turn, and I haven't rolled any yet with my high explosive stuff. That was my 5.
All right, my 3 is going to shoot the Stog. Well, I mean, I could shoot your Artie again.
They're all 1s, so
We're gonna shoot the Artie, see if we can't take him out.
okay. Because you roll crits and I don't, so why not? You didn't move, so I don't get yours. I get those and cover.
I'm rolling 5, so I can upgrade 1 to a crit. And I get to reroll my blanks.
Because you didn't move.
So
I'm
3
gonna
crits.
have a dead kink. No. You don't upgrade a blank to a crit.
No, I upgrade a hit to a crit.
Yeah. That's all. That's my point. I have 1 block. I take 3 crits. Probably a dead tank. Bailed out. Damaged engine kills my tank. And track destroyed.
1 artillery piece off the board.
Yep. So now my deficit in tanks becomes more. Give me the turret. Give it. Give it. Apparently I need to shave that down a little bit. Now, I did have a reroll on my bailed out, but that didn't matter. The rest of my tanks get +1 initiative because
yes.
he died. So the Stug gets to shoot at initiative 1 instead of 0.
No, yep, he's shooting now.
Yep. Stug shoots him.
Do I don't think I have cover, but I might.
I would like to think no, because it's from the front of my tank.
Yeah.
I've got 4.
So I have 4.
3 hits and a crit.
That's solid. 4.
2 hits and a crit.
2 hits and a crit. All right.
Yep.
2 damage. And a crit. Bailed out.
That is arguably the first trade I have won.
So he's got 2.
He was my last tank to shoot.
Yeah. So
I'm going to try to fix my radio.
I'm gonna fix bailed out.
Don't fix my radio.
I'm
You don't
still
fix
bailed
bailed
out.
out. This guy died.
Advantage.
Yep.
And that's the one tank I didn't want to have to be bailed out. Crit and a hit.
I have 2 hits. So you have initiative again.
So, my highest is a 9.
Mine is a 7.
Do I shoot a tiger without cover? Maybe? No, cover for sure. Or do I shoot tiger with cover? I don't care if I haven't done damage to him.
Nope.
Yeah. Alright. Sherman right here, shooting at the tiger.
Okay, are you shooting through the woods?
Yeah, I'm almost 100%. I mean,
You might not be.
enough of your tank
Oh, never mind.
is in front of it, so.
Yep, I got cover. I'm at 6 prior to cover, so.
4 hits.
Apparently I should roll over here. I have 4 defense before my reroll.
Alright, now my 8 is my Stuart. He's gonna shoot your Panzer.
Yep. I lose 2 dice because of range and direction. So I'm only sitting at 2 dice. I feel a little better. Ha!
That
Woo!
sucks.
Yeah, that medium tank reroll is a big deal.
Oh, the fact that he's bailed out.
That is also a big deal.
Because he would be getting to throw one more.
So I have my
next time
7.
Yeah, your 7 is your
My tiger. Can my tiger shoot your artillery piece?
I don't believe so, because my goal was to try and make it to where you could not.
I hope you failed. Looks like you failed just a touch.
Yeah, that's on my tank. Right there's that is
Yeah,
not
but now
okay.
it's not.
I kept moving him forward. I'm like, if I move him too
I'm
far
shooting
forward,
your artillery piece. You have 3.
yeah, that sucks. Well, we'll see how this goes.
1.
It's a live tank because I missed.
Take a damage. I need to give my tiger a reroll. My tanks that aren't medium tanks need rerolls. That's what it comes down to.
I love. How's it going? Okay.
We are. It's okay.
I didn't apologize. I said okay.
What is your?
My next initiative is 5.
You're shooting.
Okay.
I have a 4 and a 3, so.
Okay.
Yeah, the knife.
I can still shoot that way if I kill that tank. Panzer shoots that tank. Oh, hold on. I was supposed to do. I didn't move. Okay, serves me right. Panzer shoots his derp gun at medium tank. Yes, I have 4 successes, 3 of which are going to deal damage.
Okay, so I have
You
1,
have
2.
2 dice. Take 3 crits.
Well, let's see if I can bail out again. 3 crits.
Can we clean this off? Could we put our drinks on here so it's out of the way? Because I'm on a keep that counter for Christmas hot and stuff.
Yeah, let's get that cleaned off.
I don't know what's on it. We don't have to do it.
6 damage. Dead tank.
Don't have to worry about being bailed out anymore.
Nope.
I was like, that would have almost killed a tiger.
Almost. Woo! Okay. Now I can see that maybe the derp gun might be useful every now and again. We'll see if the pattern continues.
But you have to hit.
I do. My next initiative is a 0. Arguably a 2. But
Alright. My 4.
because this doesn't come into play until after my.
4 to shoot there.
I'm actually not sure when the upgrade cards like trickle in and do stuff.
Wait.
Like
Who
I don't.
did your tiger shoot at?
The tiger shot at the priest.
Artillery piece. Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
I dealt 1 damage.
We are
Potentially should have shot there.
within 1.
Yep.
Okay.
Got 4 for movement, 2 from armor, and then I lose 1, so I'm at 5.
I have a chance.
Why'd you take my white die?
I don't know.
Can't have that.
I don't remember taking it.
It's okay. Roll the dice. Medium tank.
You blocked.
I blocked. Without my reroll.
Alright. Artillery piece. Shoot the Panzer, or should I shoot your Stug? Because I do have line of sight to his corner.
You do have line of sight to the stun.
But he's behind cover, which gives him an extra defense die, so he's
Yep.
already at. He'd be at 5.
So, 2 from my movement, 2 from my armor. If you're shooting me with the arty, I'm arguably in cover, and I'm the tank destroyer in cover.
So he gets 6.
So I'm at 6.
Whereas, yeah, I'm shooting your Panzer.
Yeah, because he's at 3 dice.
Throwing 5, so I can get 1. So there we go.
2 crits.
2 crits. I get my rerolls. 3 crits.
3 crits. I have 1.
You blocked my hit.
Yep. So I'm going to take 3 crits. Thanks for taking all those 2 damage crits away.
Well, maybe there'll be a 3-1.
There's a bailed out.
That's good.
There's a lucky hit.
That's even better.
And damage radio. So he's sitting at 2 damage.
That sucks. He would have been a dead tank.
Would have. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. So that's everybody shooting?
I believe so. Yeah.
No, I haven't shot.
That's right, yeah.
He needs
Who
to
are you
shoot.
going to shoot?
He's going to shoot at that guy because he's the only target left.
4 for movement.
1 from cover, 1 from armor.
6. And my wall is going to eat one of those.
Yep. Good thing, because you needed it.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, Sturmgeschütz is going to try to fix his radio. Fails. He's going to try to fix bailed out. That didn't even roll. So he's bailed out, and his radio still broke.
I don't, I'm going to ask the question because I don't know what the roll is.
Okay.
Nobody's in that tank. Does that mean it's still within that 1 control point?
I would say he's a non-combatant this turn.
So I would get a point? Is that what
Yeah.
you're saying? Okay.
So you have 1 point.
I have 1 point.
Hold on.
Honestly,
'Cause
he's still within
He's
1.
still an active tank. I just can't do anything with him. So
I mean, if you want to
let's
roll high
roll.
low,
Yeah, let's roll. If you roll a hit crit, then you get a point. Nope. All right. I was there just long enough to deny.
okay. So now, advantage because I don't have any criticals that I can attempt to fix.
Oh, then you
Because
shuffle these then.
yeah,
Because I have a Sturmgeschütz to try to figure out.
I mean, advantage though.
Oh, yeah.
2 hits.
Still do that. I have a crit.
You have advantage.
I have advantage this turn. Not that it's going to count for much of anything.
I'll play a role in your tiger, and either moving or shooting.
Will it though? Will it?
Yeah.
The one guy who can repair twice hasn't taken any damage.
Is that the tiger?
Yes.
But he hasn't taken any damage, and I've shot at him 4 times with the Lee.
Yeah, but it's just the Lee. It's the only tank to shoot it in.
Oh, I've shot at him with the Sherman too.
Oh, that's fair.
But I mean, I'm throwing 4 dice to 6 every time, and I haven't been rolling my best attacking with them.
Yeah. You've just
Unlike
you've only
with my
been doing
artillery.
it over here with these guys in the artillery piece. Stuart.
One.
Okay.
I
So I
might
get
not.
2 defense dice that I immediately lose.
Yes, that was my goal.
But you don't get to reroll dice.
No. But that'll be okay. I have to hit him twice.
And my Stark doesn't have shots because I didn't scoot him that way far enough.
Exactly. And if I don't finish him off with the Stuart, I can always finish him off with the Artie.
I have a 7.
I have a 9 and an 8. So he shoots first at the tiger.
Okay. Oh, hold on. Oh, never mind. He just bailed out. I can't Sixth Sense it with a bailed out tank.
3 hits.
3
You
hits.
can, but you can only like the driver's like, my tank's gonna get shot.
Okay. I've got 4 for movement, 2 for armor, 1 from cover, and then I lose 1, so I'm still throwing 6 with a
You
reroll.
don't have cover. I'm in the trees.
Okay, so I have 5. Because I had 6 from movement and armor.
Yes.
I have 4.
You block.
Okay.
Alright, my 8. Which is the Stuart. To shoot your non-modifier.
I'm gonna bring him to a 5 because that puts me at a disadvantage and reminds me that I've got bad stuffs. It's a dead tank. I have no dice in response. Fire token, please.
Yep.
Yeah, your crits were a big deal.
Yes. They
My failure to do anything about your crits is a big deal.
Alright, that's my 2 that can shoot before you're 7.
Should have gave all my guys chocolate. Alright,
Should have given my guy cola.
use the laser to see if I can hit your artist, please.
Center of your turret, right?
Yep.
I mean, you can.
I'm shooting him then.
Sweet. You're not getting a point.
That's fine. You could not shoot my Sturmgeschütz over here. That'd be cool. Actually, nobody can draw a line of sight to him, so arguably you can't shoot him anyway.
Three. Alright. 2. I have cover.
So you have 3.
I need all of them to block. I got 2. I'm
Dang
taking
it.
a damage.
Yep.
Whoops. Pulled out that separator. And now my last 2 tanks to fire. I will fix this later.
Yep, because my initiative 0 does not have targets.
Well, I'm at a
Even if I did, you still get to shoot first. Yep.
to here. You're probably at 6 dice anyways.
I'm at 6 because you're not in the cover. Nor are you at range 1. I'm a heavy tank.
Take a crit. Let's see what happens. So 1 damage isn't going to do
I already have both of the damage radios. This is a damage optics. I've already fired, so I can potentially make that go away.
Oh, why is the zeros all over there?
Because you roll crits more often than I do.
So my artillery piece,
Can only shoot the
yeah.
tiger.
I mean, but is it? It doesn't matter. I'm still throwing 5 dice. You're getting cover.
I'm still getting 5 dice.
I did not move.
Nope.
Three crits.
I'm a heavy tank.
Still
I
taking a
blocked 2
crit.
crits.
Still taking a crit.
Yep.
Bailed out. Be the third bailed out.
Engine damaged.
Hey, it's a
I
2-pointer.
can only make 1 move. It's right here.
Sweet.
So many 2s over there.
Sweet.
All right, you have yet to fail to deal damage with your artillery piece.
I know, and I feel like that's not going to be a common thing to continue. Well,
statistically, it shouldn't be happening because you have to roll crits.
I mean, I should at least potentially deal damage every time as long as I roll a hit with the upgrade I have. You should be rolling statistically. You should be rolling 2 hits and a crit with your 6 dice. You have rolled well above that every turn. And you, because you have the Eagle Eye.
Eagle Eye, you get to turn it one of your hits into a crit, which means you should have 1 hit and 2 crits, and you're still doing better than that.
Initiative. Am I within 1 though? I think so, but it could be.
I'm not sure because it's got to be the middle of the. Yep, you are.
Okay.
You have a point. I have 1 hit.
I have 2.
I lose initiative again. Advantages again, excuse me.
Well, it's better than what it was last game, where it didn't matter who won initiative.
No, I preferred that because I won that game. No, we had a draw for that game. This is solidly your victory. I have an initiative 0 tank. These need to get recycled back into there. Oh, I need to roll and see if I fix that. Hey, I fixed it. That needs to go in there too.
Any of your other ones there?
Oh, right. And he can repair both. Because he has the... Okay, here's the damage optics. Not fixed. Here's the damage engine. Fixed.
So you can move twice.
Yep. Whoa. Oh, shoot. I just completely took out this building.
Well, we know that neither Stug or
I'm gonna
person could see each other.
Right.
So might even need to come a little closer.
To you? Or to
No,
me?
go that way just a little bit more. Yeah.
That's probably more accurate.
I'm still within 1.
You are. You don't have to move to win.
He's not going to move just because I don't want to risk you actually just like taking him out.
Destroying him.
Yeah.
I shoot at 7.
Okay, so yeah, you're
He
first.
has no shot.
Yep, you're first.
Your M4 doesn't shoot her to 7?
No, he's a 6.
Oh, okay.
No, he's my 9. He's my 9. I got them mixed up. That guy.
Yeah, he
8.
was your good mover.
Yeah, so he's my 9. He shoots first.
He's the non-numbered one.
Yeah, so 4 and a tiger's butt.
I've got 3 for movement, 2 for armor, and then I lose 2, so I'm rolling 3 dice with a reroll. Hitting a crit. 2. Reroll. 3. I gotta quit hitting this building. Alright.
Your shot.
My 7s. My Sturmgeschütz shoots your... Lee?
This one?
Actually, the Lee's not close enough for it to matter. And he's going to get cover, so I might as well shoot at the other guy who has 1 less die.
Do you have...
Because you're getting cover either way.
You can aim better from over there.
Yeah. So I'm going to shoot your...
So 2...
Yep. He throws
3.
4 dice.
I have 4.
Yep. I have no rerolls. I have a hit and a crit. I suppose it doesn't matter whether it's 5 or a 6. 3 crits. I'm gonna shoot your artillery piece because screw that thing.
I've got 2 for your move.
You
Nothing
have
for
2.
armor. You broke my front, so I have 1.
I have 1. I can't even kill it. Don't bother rolling. You win.
I'm gonna roll to see if it takes damage.
It can't die.
It didn't take damage. Okay, so now
You win.
I do win.
It does not matter what you do to the tiger. Actually, I wasn't even supposed to roll 5 dice. I was supposed to roll 3 dice. So it was my failure. So the results stay the same. I just removed 2 of my fails. Had it been in my favor, I would re-roll with 3 dice. But that is not in my favor. Nowhere close. But damage optics is done. You can proceed to shoot me with that tank.
I can then shoot you with my arty.
You can then theoretically shoot me with your artillery piece, yes.
Alright. 4. I'm gonna spend 3 since technically I wouldn't be able to see him unless my turret was able to move. To rotate.
Right.
Because you're blocking line of sight from him.
Right.
So I'm gonna throw 3 so that I actually would be able to see that tank.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna shoot at that tank.
You're going to shoot here.
That way I have...
Potential to kill it. Yep. And from your turret, you may be drawn a line of sight through that piece of cover that you're actually on because your turret is not centered. No, never mind. No cover for me. I've got 3 from movement, 2 from armor.
2 hits and a crit.
I have 1. I'm going to take a hit and a crit.
Yep.
Where's the damage deck?
Right here, I was shuffling them.
So I'm at 2 damage and a bailed out.
2 damage and a bailed out. Here's a 2. Out of 5?
4.
Oh, they have 4.
They only have 4.
Alright.
The SU-100s have 5.
The tiger's gonna be the only thing that hopefully lives to see another day. I'm gonna shoot my arty at your
Over
start.
here? Yep.
Rolling 5 again, so that I have the chance to upgrade.
I've got 1 for movement, 2 for armor, 1 for cover,
See, first
1 for
roll,
tank destroyer and cover.
only 1 crit. That's not even a hit. Oh my.
That makes up for it, you big whiny baby.
It's only because I had the re-roll.
You shouldn't re-roll with 3 crits for 4 dice.
That's fair though, but if I didn't have the re-roll, I wouldn't have done anything.
I have 2,
so
so I'm still taking 2 crits. Jammed turret. Oh no, I have the assault gun rule and damaged equipment that kills the tank.
just barely enough to kill it.
Yep. Like I said, regardless of what you do to the tiger, you win because you have control of this.
Yes.
All right. So lessons learned.
If you're gonna run an explosive gun, you should probably bring Eagle Eye.
And you have to hide it. I did not hide mine.
Not your artillery, but I also brought a Stuart and a Sherman to your spot,
You did.
which
I left
forced
that
them
flank
away.
open though. So, lessons about artillery. 1, hide them. 2, I think that they should have coordinated radios, whether that be through an improved radio or there's a radio operator in the artillery piece and spotters. If you bring more than 1 radio operator, then you've got more than 1 spotter.
I would agree.
I would think you also probably grant them
An
1 in
extra.
their dice pool because you're shooting through radios.
I don't disagree with that.
Okay. So 2 coordinated radio operators, minimum, or 2 coordinated radio things, minimum, plus they grant another die when they grant their target another die unless they're doing direct fire.
I would agree with that.
Okay, so let's. If everything had been that way, let's do. You only brought 1 radio operator on the artillery piece, correct? Okay.
I mean,
So then he wouldn't have been able to shoot here, and he would not have shot there.
At one point, I did have one on this guy, I think.
I thought it was this one.
It was this one.
Okay.
At one point, I did erase it.
Okay.
Because
Right, you'd change that in your list.
Because I needed, instead of having the binoculars.
Oh, right.
I went up for the one more point, which I had to get rid of then with the other. I could have gotten rid of a CO2 tank to keep him, but...
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay. That was handedly your victory. Because I killed 1 tank, and you killed not my tiger?
Yeah.
So out of 200 points, I got...
My Artie killed your
40?
That Sherman was 49 points.
49 points. So almost a quarter of your list. Shy by 1 point. The tiger is 72 points for me. And I'm still not sure it's worth bringing a tiger.
I mean...
Almost a third.
It probably would have been worth it had I not done very well with my artillery piece.
Potentially, yeah. Maybe next time I need to run 3 tigers against whatever you bring. Just to go, I brought tigers. I have 5 points of upgrades. Let's see what happens.
If you were going to bring 3 tigers, I would just have 3 Arties and just 2 tanks spotting. Probably 2 SUs just spotting. Tank killers.
I mean, they mess some stuff up, so... And you can do that with the math, because those guys are 30 points, and the SUs are 51.
Yep.
So you're sitting at 192, so you've got 8 points of upgrades.
Yeah, I would have enough to put...
Spotters.
Yep, and then probably a CO2 tank.
Yep.
Almost.
Yep. I'm going to move after you and shoot before you with everything, especially since you have to bring radios. But that maybe that's the point where we have some resemblance of balance, is you have to have radios. Because the way the game suggests, when they bring in artillery, assuming they actually do so, they don't have an indirect fire mechanic. Maybe they're waiting for people like us to test it and go, well, how do you guys think this is working out?
Well, if we were using the game cardboard cutout, this would have been totally different.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have had a building to hide behind.
Well, you
I
would.
might have had
you
a
would
hill.
have, but it wouldn't have been as big.
Exactly, and you would have been able to draw more line of sight. The hill might not have stayed on my side. And if we had 2 hills, well, that's just giving your...
My already somewhere to hide.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we need to go back to the cardboard while we are testing.
I mean, I'm fine with the buildings, but we don't have the
We don't have a
option
hill.
for a hill.
Yeah. But while we're testing stuff out, I do think we should stick with the cardboard. And then once we have a better feel for it, we go back to these. All right, folks. Now that I've fixed the comment section portion of my videos, you guys can comment now. Woohoo! Yeah, good game, Caleb.
Good game.
Solid butt kicking you have handed me once again.